just shut off the music. There we go. There we are. Hello to anyone who is present or anyone watching in the future. Welcome to the weekly... And we're off. We've started early, I see. Alright. Welcome, Cutie Hazen. Thank you for showing up right on time. We are going to start with this Derail Valley session. I have just acquired some information on where some demonstrator trains could be, so I think I'm going to quickly peruse through the possible locations, see if I can find any of the two remaining trains, as we see right there, the DM4 and the S2A2. And then we're going to do jobs to earn money to repair both of them. So, excuse me. So, let us start. Anyway, Cutie Hazen, how are you doing today? Bit of a bum, but alright. Yeah, that's pretty much my vibe as well. Although my penance for my laziness shall come this week, because this week I won't be able to stream as much, or really do much late in the night, because I need to get up at the ass crack of dawn. Whoa! Hold the phone, stop the presses. It's a line of cars. Full of cars. Okay, we need to do this job first. Alright, wait. Sorry, what? Oh. How do I... There we go. Look at all them VW Golfs. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Ah, here we go. Ooh, that's a $33,000 job. It's a shunting job. Unload and store train with new cars. We can do that as like a warm-up, I suppose. Easy $33,000. And this is a 360-ton thing. I think this might be another way to test our new little shunter. So, we're going to pick up the line of cars, and then we're going to unload a certain section of them. Actually, wait. Pick up. We unload them here on this line I'm currently sitting on. Duh. Then we take a section of them to C4S, and then another section to B4S, and then we'll be done. Should be easy, he says, knowing that he'll fuck up in some way. Okay, so, let me see if I remember everything that happened last time. Last time, I took the big-ass the big-ass DE6, and that caused a conflict, because when I got to the end of that line down there with the loading, it was a little too long. I'm gonna experiment, as per usual. Let's see, handcar, micro shunter, slug, DE2. Whoop! Oh. Sorry, I thought that was the DE6 for a second. That's what happens when you have a streak of orange. Alright, Oh, right, electrics, idiot. Handbrake. And also, technically, this interior is not painted yet. This is just the primer. So, that's another job that I need to do. Perfect. We are linked up. coupling is tightened. Handbrake is off. And now we go in reverse. Also, what a lovely morning here in Derail Valley. Okay. Let's turn that on. Okay. Let's let the air pressure go for a little bit. There we go. Okay. And now we go in reverse. There you go. Little fella's doing it. Huh? Oh. Okay, he'll need to do it a little slower, but he's doing it nonetheless. Nice and slow, me lad. Nice and slow. At least slow enough for it to not be too much of an issue for your temperature. Oh yeah, shit. I need to figure out a proper name for this one too. He has a delicate disposition. Yeah. At least so far, he's doing a good job. The last time we had him out, he was still a little under the weather because his paint job was kind of shit. Either that or the train was just way too heavy for a little shunter like him. So... I mean, holy shit, once he gets going, he gets fucking going. He is zooming with these things. Well done. Well done indeed. Anywho, let's see. Actually, let's see that there for a minute. Right, that's the wrong way. So... Oh yeah, unironically, I've gotten interested in watching He-Man. Not the movie, the cartoon it was based on. And like after years of being inundated with all the memes and the stereotypes, it's not that bad. It's just goofy 80s fun, which, duh. That's what it always should be, no matter what. Trying to inject seriousness into He-Man is like, oh, what's a good way to make a metaphor of this? Trying to make He-Man serious is like, oh, oops, it was still going in reverse. All right. Well, I guess the point being, it's not a good idea. Although, from what I heard, the movie, while flawed, tries to not take itself too seriously, which that I can at least give merit for. But it still has Jared Leto in it, so they really shot themselves in the foot with that choice. QD, you're a movie buff. If you were gonna have a chance to make a live-action He-Man movie, who would you cast in the role that isn't Jared Leto? Like, who would have the right physicality, if not the right voice? So, who would I cast? Yeah, yeah. Who would you cast as a live-action Skeletor? Like, if this were back in, like, 2010, maybe the early 2000s, I'd say Jim Carrey. But then again, I've always been a Jim Carrey nut. Maybe that would be a little too much. Leaning towards pro wrestlers right now. Really? Well, I mean, that is a good point. Like, once you get past the silliness, Skeletor is a buff motherfucker. Yeah, for the physique, a pro wrestler would be good. And obviously you would have to do the same thing to He-Man. I mean, that's why they cast Dolph Lundgren in the first movie. You don't have a particular one in mind, though? Yeah, neither can I. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Like, unless you're going full goofy with Jim Carrey. So. I mean, we've proven he can do Eggman, so. Woo! There we go. Now we've kissed the buffers. Well done. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, unload this bitch. Excellent. Perfect. Now. Boop. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oop, wrong thing. Okay, we've done that. We take CVT238, which is probably all the way back here. Aha. We take that all the way up to CVT601. Let's see. Green, blue, green, red. Eh? There. Now, hopefully, those don't fly the fuck off. Okay. So we take these to their proper spot, disconnect them, and then we take the others to their appropriate spot. Okay. And now we go. Full throttle reverse. No, not full throttle. Oh, I just... And that's why we don't go full throttle reverse off the rip. What to call you? What to call you? Because we have Marion Meredith and also the DM3. So, what do we call you? Perfect. There. Now, first set of lines. First set. Yeah. First set we have to go to is C4S, which is. Whoa. C4S right here. Oh, piss and blimey. Why do you put shit on the line? Fuck. Okay, change of plan. Wait. I wouldn't be able to accomplish this even with the thing, even with me on the rear of the train. So fuck you in particular, you're in my way. It's only 2 cars, no one will miss them. He says as some form of infrastructure collapses. Anywho, where was I? Perfect. I swear to God, if they put some form of detritus on the other line I have to go to, which is B4S, I'm not going to be thrilled. And I still have to figure out what to name this thing. I'll figure that at some point. Why the hell is there... Alright, I need to check that out once I can get this job done. Perfect. Alright. I'll take that back. And put that back. Right. Nothing left. Now. Good. Oh shit, you're right. Well, the hose snapped. The hose snapped? What are you talking about? I took off the hose. Well, regardless, it's off anyway. They're designed to break apart anyway. Yeah, there you go. Well, regardless, I'll check back later and see if I actually fucked that up, but I highly doubt that that'll amount to anything. hypothetically, if there were cars in this game, there would at least be a system to stop them from... Kind of like the gas pumps when you drive away with it still in your tank. Ugh. I wonder if you can get in that lighthouse. Probably not. Oh yeah, there's still some bullshit I have to see. Why is this car with these cars? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Yeah, they're still 100%. So the air line didn't really matter anyway. Let's see, B4S. There it is. I swear to God, it fucking is! Those motherfuckers have done it again! Sons of bitches. You're not the only engineer on this railroad, mate. I beg to differ. I'm the only one who's doing any work. Though it feels like it at times. Yeah, exactly my point. They do this every time. I'm the only one doing any work, and yet they keep throwing shit on my rails. Hang on. Okay. Not as bad a situation as I thought. Okay. I don't have to run up and delete anything. Like a maniac with God mode on. It's going to be tedious, but we can do this. No, shit. Don't say it. Don't say anything. Sound of plastic collapsing. There we go. I bought the new Astro Train toy recently, and let me tell you, the promo images did this guy a great injustice, because having him in train mode with actual moving side rods is fantastic. He will never leave train mode, ever. It's just so fucking cute. Okay. Maybe name this shunter George or Carlin. Yeah. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Although, funny enough, there was a character named George back in Thomas. George the Steamroller. He was kind of a prick. Always shouting, "Railways are no good, turn them into roads, pull them up, turn them into roads." And yes, it was in that exact voice. Carlin really embraced his New York roots in order to do that voice. Okay, good. I'll give it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That should do. That should be perfect. It's not in the way. It's not in danger.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
I highly doubt these are full. I mean, maybe they are, maybe they're not, but either way, I think we've done a good job here. There we go. Job well done. Cool. 49,000. All right. 74,000 in our pocket. Well done, mate. You've done a good job. Now, let's send you back home. There we go. Yep, and he's back home safe and sound. You gonna paint his inside now? Probably. I mean, the paint does cost 30,000, but I still want to investigate something. Someone just pinged me in Discord. Who dares ping me in Discord? Who dares? It's a group chat wanting to inform me of something. Alright. Now, let me see. I want to follow some leads. My first lead is apparently the coal mine east because there's an interesting position that the S282 would be. So let's go take a look. Coal mine east, that is CME probably. There it is. Real quick. There we go. Alright. Whoops. Why the hell do I have this out? Alright. Oh, wait. This is where we found the DM3, so he's probably not going to be here. Which would be... It would be funny if he was. So apparently the S282 can just be hanging out at the top of the mine. Like, just hanging off the cliff like, brother, help me! But doesn't look like that's the case. I think once there's another demonstrator train already at the station, any other ones are just not going to be there, because that would be way too easy. Right. Sorry, I thought I saw a train-shaped rock. You know, it's amazing how much detail they put into these areas. They didn't have to do this, and yet it's all here. Okay. So, this is where we found the DM3, so there's not going to be any trains here. So, let's take a look at my other leads. We have the coal mine. We have coal mine south, which we already found an engine at. There's something in the power plant, which we could give that a shot. There's a lot of locations there. Yeah, definitely a lot. There could be an engine at City South, back with the museum. Well, actually, no, there... Well, I guess we could take a look around. I would find that very funny, though. Like, you're literally like a train museum, and you see a scrap train just sitting nearby, and it's just like, nothing we can do. We do nothing we can do. Okay. Let's see. We need to go to the coal power plant. So let me just do this, and then this. There. That's a bit better. Right. Okay. World map. And coal power plant. That's probably CPP. Or just CP. Yes, coal power plant. Okay. A4S is our first bet. We've been here before, and I've been suspicious of it. And no, this is not a scrap train. A2I. A4S is what we're looking for. A6S, so this is probably A5. So over here... Hmm. 3S, 4S, so... Ooh. Anyway. Oh. I can't find anything at A4S, so let's see about the sheds. As we've determined with the DE2, the sheds are prime hiding spots. See, by the switches SE of dispatch. More sheds, by coal and water refill. There's just so many bloody locations. Next to shed by A4S. Next to shed by A4S. Now this would be that location, I think. Although I could be wrong. No, I'm right. So let's keep perusing this area. Oh. Found a truck. Found construction equipment. coal and water refill is one other place they mentioned. So where would that be? No train hidden in the bushes. Because they do that. Oh no, I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh god. Ah, coal and water refill. Nope. Power plant is clear of trains as to my knowledge. Anyway, let's see then. Our other destination would be City South, though I get the feeling that wouldn't be a place where we'd find anything. There's a possibility of something being in City West, so we could check that out. I know I haven't really taken a look at City West. There's even some possibility that it's in a ditch between City West and OWC. So, to City West. Oh, whoops. I promise the scavenger hunt won't take forever, but I just want to find out for sure. I need light. If I don't get a full 8 hours of sleep, just so I can see the sun rise. Anyway, off I go. Let's see. The blue shed. Where's the blue shed? There's the blue shed. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going off of photo references. Plaza by station. Let's check that first. Where did I just come from? Where's the plaza? Here we go. Plaza by station. Oh, behind scrap by station. Okay. Behind scrap by station. Now where is that designated at? Ah. This scrap. We can check that off the list. Right. By Plaza by station. That would be the parking lot. Well, not this parking lot. There's another parking lot. Plaza by station. Are you joking me? There would be a whole ass scrap train here in this plaza. Yeah, that's what I'm going off of with my photo here. Okay, then. By C6L, behind scrap in bush. C6L. Scrap in bush. Nope. Alright. What other do we have? In river east exit. In river. Yeah, son of a bitch, he's going to be in the river. Alright then. Mark this day in history. I'm going to need my... Oh, right, I'm in the air. Mark this day in history. I'm going to need my compass. Alright. This does not seem right. In river east exit. Well. Yep, this is the one over here. Son of a bitch. I found him. Oh, you poor beauty. You poor thing. You've been hidden so well up until now. Right. Let's get you home. Right. Actually, I need to plan my route. Because I'm here. Okay.
He's dead, Jim.
Nah, we can rebuild him. Oh. I did not know that I could that I could save him in pieces. There we go. Oh, good. He's just automatically connected. I did not know I could do that. Okay, let's tow him home. Don't worry, son. We'll get you fixed up. He's got a separate tender. Yeah, apparently. I don't know if that was a glitch or what, but, like, that was weird. Okay. Next job. Let's bring him home. Electrics are open. No further. If only Theramix were here. I'm sure they would be ecstatic that I found this thing. Okay. Hello. Is that a toolbox? Oh, that'll come in handy. Okay. This thing is so old it doesn't have doors. This thing is different from the S282 that I piloted. This thing's way different. Well, not entirely different, but... maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Well, the controls are still the same. Alright, where is... handbrake? Handbrake is off. All the other brakes should be off. Let's check the engine. still got the brake pipe going off. Did I put air pressure in? Oh! Let's see, the handbrake is off. Headlights. Cap light. Regulator. Fire temperature. Blow down bell blower. Right. Let's see. Good. Alright. Now the route. Now the route's easy. Let's bring him home. Oh. Oh. Shit. Alright, this time for realsies. Let's bring him home. There we go. There we go. That is so sad, by the way, the implications of why that train was sitting in a fucking ditch. That tells me that that train crashed into that ditch, and this railway did not have the funding to, at the very least, pull him out. That is, as we like to say in the industry, a little bit fucked. Don't you think? Oh, holy shit, came right up, didn't it? God damn, you'll have to get a new one of them. Yeah, pretty much. You know, because we found him in a river, I'm tempted to call this one Ford. Shit, that broke easy, didn't it? Don't approve of the name. Well, I gotta say, we're riding easy even with this train at the back. Let's see, I want to go right. Yeah, I want to go right. Points are set right. Good. Henry Ford was vehemently anti. Not that kind of Ford. You know, like Ford the River. Like Ford, what's his name? From Critical Role. You know, water-related Ford. Ford Stonejaw, that's the one. Fording a river in a ford, or... Yeah, but you pronounce them the same, right? Unless the one with the J is pronounced fjord, which is kind of silly. Fording a river. Oh, okay, now my brain finally caught up. Okay, explain the difference to me. It's fjord. Oh, well, that is stupid. Norwegian. I know it is. That's why the Norwegian blue was pining. It missed the fjords. All right, fair enough. Well, maybe Ford isn't a good name for it. Yeah, I'll figure out something. I mean, my other option was Tarn, but that makes even less sense, probably. Beautiful plumage.
Beautiful plumage in the Norwegian blue.
I mean, the obvious choice would be Gordon, because, yes, we are going to paint this thing blue like it originally was. But that's a little too on the nose. Actually, shit, Gordon would kind of be fitting because Gordon fell in a ditch. Put a pin in that. Split the difference, call it Gordon. Maybe. Making good headway, making good speed. That wasn't good. And we're fine. I'm just making random tunes for some reason. Oh boy, we're going downhill. Oh, we defo want to slow down. We want to go left. Oh, we got a fare mix. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. And we're good. Fare mix. Look what I found in a ditch. Hee hee. We found him, and I've been contemplating a name for him. Steamy. I've been contemplating whether or not going for the low-hanging fruit with the name Gordon. Because Gordon also fell in a ditch. So, who knows? Have you driven the S282 yet? I believe I attempted it in an earlier stream, but it was a while ago. And honestly, my confidence with steam engines is kind of low. But, I mean, I won't incur fees if I practice using it. Sandbox? That's a fair point. I should do that more often. I should actually utilize the sandbox. Maybe I'll do that sometime in stream sandbox mode, just to practice. Without fearing doing anything stupid. Not to mention, I can intentionally crash trains. You don't need to now, you have one. That's fair. But anyway, we now have two objectives. The first being that I want to reward this little shunter, which has been doing an excellent job lately. I need to paint its interior. And then we need to do jobs in order to repair this guy. What I am driving at here is take it out of... What I am driving at here is take it out by run. Oh, okay. Sorry, my brain for some reason did not realize what you were saying. Did I already check this place out? Take it out on a run, feel the name out. Oh, feel the name out. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that's what I did to get to Mary. Now, let's see if I've already found that one. Oh, I think I did. Who is this? Reginald's garage. Well, I already discovered it. That would have been funny if I discovered yet another thing and I was like, alright, hook it up! Anyway, Faramix, now that you're here, how's your day been? How's your weekend been? Mine was very lazy. And I'm going to pay for that throughout this next week because I'm going to be up at the ass crack of dawn and I'll be out for several hours. Today is filler episode. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to describe it. Also, I still need to figure out a name for this little diesel that we have here. Because I would like to figure that out, too. He's reliable, he's zippy. He could handle a ton of fucking weight, I'll tell you what. Because we shunted a train of new cars. And by cars, I mean the one that go up the road. And he handled it like a fucking champ. So I need to figure that one out too. Oh yeah. Yep. There we go. Need to go right. Points are set. Good. That's a little more tolerable. just a straight shot from here. Just need to make it up these hills. It's a good day. And to think, I was contemplating playing Warframe today for the first time. Little bit lucky while I finish off a delivery too, but I'll be fully attentive and hopefully by the time you're back in City South. Yeah. No worries either way. Lurky. Oh, I see. Thanks, autocorrect. Alright, we're good. Whew. Thought we were in trouble for a minute. That's better. Now that just leaves the DM4 for me to discover, and I trust that things will work out. We've crossed off coal mine east and south, and the coal power plant. City south and city west. Those are all places we've been to and have not seen a train. So there's a food factory and town. Actually, no, I think that's where we found Mary. Now that I think about it. So then there's the farm. Forest south. Goods factory and town. Although that's where we found this diesel, so cross that off the list. Harbor and town. There's a possibility to find a train there. There's Iron Mine East. There's Iron Mine West. There's the machine factory, the oil refinery, oil well, central, north, and there's also the steel mill. There's a lot of possibilities still left. There, just put the points to the right. You're good. Speed's good. Say, this music's not my usual jam, but I do like it. So when I get to City South, I need to remember to set the turntable to the right track, because I have done that way too many times, and I don't want to do it again. Though ironic, well, coincidentally rather, each time has been with the bloody rail car. Well, hopefully third time will be the charm. Skarsgård. Sorry, I was just thinking back to who I would cast as a live-action Skeletor. Skarsgård would be the one. The one that played Pennywise in the new version of It. He could probably pull that off. Bill Skarsgård. That's his full name. At least I think it's Bill. Yeah, that's the one. Nearly at City South. We're coming in a little hot. We've done this many times before. We'll just zip down the line and then stop. I'll make sure the turntable's pointed the right way. Then we'll back this thing up into its proper spot. Ezzy Pezzy. God, if something is actually hiding in those bushes. Oh, that was close. Sorry, I almost fucked up there, like immensely, like royally. I forgot that I had been on these tracks before and switched all the points. So I almost went barreling into that line of what I assumed to be either wood chips or scrap. I had to check. something I'm imagining a trade potato Pez dispenser. Dude, if someone actually makes like fan merch of me, like even a fucking Pez dispenser, that would be adorable. That would make my day. Though, as usual, full credit for this design has to go to Fluffy's Eye, as I put on every single one of my streams. Like, this potato would not exist without him, and I thank him for it every day. In fact, I'm contemplating whether or not I should make, like, a human version of this character to have on stream. Obviously drawn by Zai as well, which he has done. But we'll put that into the category of me. Alright, good. Before I forget... Good. Alright. Here. Nah, fuck it. They're good? Yeah. I'm wondering if putting a human version of myself on the screen would draw in more of an audience as opposed to this little potato. But then again, the internet is a fickle place. Personally, I like the potato. It's cute. Alright. Verse. And chucks away. Oh, right. Oh, the temperature. Sorry, little buddy. Nah, not full speed reverse. Can't do it. This little diesel has not that long a fuse for full speed reverse. At least not immediately. Once you get a good speed going, maybe you can do it. In fact... Yeah! We're doing it! Full throttle reverse! That speed will carry us into the shed. We should probably start braking now. Ooh. Ooh! Like a glove? Sorry, I had to check the chat. Just a hair's breadth away. Woo! Woo! Well, I guess it wouldn't have been a bad thing if we overshot it, so long as there's something we can overshoot into. But let's see if this works. Haha, it works! Right. Perfect. Alright, let's reverse her in real slow like. going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. All right. All right, it's just all the way back there. All right. It's just there. All right. Now, as a reward for your hard work, I'm going to paint your interior. Maybe next job I can give this train a spin. Right. Machine factory? I think that's where the demonstrator paint is. I just need that. And that's like, what, 30,000? Let's see here. MF. There's MF. There it is. Right. Real quick, I'm going to check the map. Or rather, my list. Yep, there are a few possibilities in... Well, actually, 2 possibilities in the machine factory town to find trains. And I swear to God, if I find the last train here, I'm going to be in stitches. There are 2 spawn points, and they are both by the roundhouse. We've got some train parts. Huh. I don't have the license for that train, so even if I do find it, I probably won't be able to use it. Whoops. No. Are you kidding me? What? What? Was I going crazy? What the fuck? Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry. That bush is a hiding spot for the train to be. So, yeah, there's no other train here. It would be hidden in the bushes of either side. As far as I know. At least I think so. Let me take a look at this photo I've got here. Yeah, no. It would just be sitting out here. Just out here. Or in the bushes over there. So, yeah, no train here. Another day. Right. To the shop. I ascend to a better place. There it is. The call of capitalism brought me back. Anyway. I must go now. My planet needs me. Anyway. Demonstrator paint can. Is there anything else of note? Oh, right. Automatic train stop. Anti-wheel slip computer. Rotary controller A13 amp limiter. Toolbox. Soldering wire. There it is. I was looking for the switch setter. And that. And let's see, a mount. I would need a mount. Mount upright. I'm going to see if I can find upright and medium. Whoa. Mount stand large. What would be the practical use of that? I mean, it would probably be for these light bars, but even then, that seems a little excessive. Ah. Here we go. Mount slanted medium. All right. Now back to City South. Right. Yo. Hi. Oh. Anyway. Alrighty. Let me just put this here. What am I doing? Alright, okay. Well, first of all, just going to combine this with this. Alright, time to hear colors. Okay. Are we good? Is he good? Ah. Far moodier than the last time we were here. There we are. Ooh, it's a nice dark blue. Well, not a dark blue, more like a... Oh, what would we call that? Like a... Somewhere in the ballpark of teal. Like, it's not teal, but it's in the ballpark. Alright. Now... Let's see here. Forgot about that hook. Okay. Drill. There's my soldering gun. There we go. Oops. I've done this again. There we go. All right. More gunmetal blue. Yeah, gunmetal blue seems to be good. Okay. Any other places to drill? No. All right. And now... Perfect. Anyway. Oh. Nah. Alright. We have the switch setter put in. We have the new paint scheme, which actually looks very nice. Alright. Let's put all the tools back. Right. I need to actually drill it into place. Well, just gonna leave it be for now. Anyway. There we are. I'll figure out a name for you eventually, but you have definitely done your job well. Right. Let's see. We need to order parts. Let's see how expensive that is. Yeah. Melvin? Really? Melvin is the name you want to pick? We'll put a pin in it. Alright. I need to make money. Because they need $30,000 for new parts. Ooh. What is this? Deliver fish. Gord plus Melvin. Gord plus Melvin. Give me a minute. Gelvin? Fucking hell. Fucking Gelvin. Jesus. Alright. This freight haul is going to be a great source for money. Let's see. We're going to be hauling this from here to Food Factory and Town, which is all the way up here. This seems like a job for the DE6. Let's get Meredith. And I assume this is our fish. God. If only that S282 were... if only I could repair the S282 right now. We would be pulling the Flying Kipper. It's one of my favorite trains. It's basically the late night fish run. Alright. So we're going to Food Factory in town. Let's see. Should we go this way or this way? I mean, if we go this way, we can cut through the forest, cut through the steel mill, and then make it all the way. Yeah, we can go this way. Alrighty. And I think to be safe, we'll pull out the slug as well. Just to have our bases covered. Oh, apparently got very confused. Alright. Because I'm feeling particularly saucy today... I know this is entirely unnecessary, but... Now watch, as I probably leave this thing behind, completely on accident. Whoops. Sorry, I popped up the Steam overlay. No, I don't want to lose the game. No, I don't want to do that. Whew, I almost did a fucky-wucky. Oh, that was bad. That was almost terrible. Alright. That's better. Alright, how much fuel is in her? Half tank. Seems good. Oh, right. Alrighty. We'll just leave the brake on the slug so that we can back up to it. Whew. a bit of a biff, but I think we've got everything good. Alright. There. Okay. Just need to release the handbrake. Tighten the coupling. Oh boy. Did I forget that again? Yep, son of a bitch, I did. I can't help it. There are like 2 other things to connect, and once you think all those are connected, it's fine. Alright. That should be us fully backed on. One final thing. Whoops. There. How are we doing back here? Have you made contact with the buffers? Yes, you have. Ugh. Coupling. Did I fucking forget to tighten it again? What? Okay, we're moving for some reason. Why are you moving? You're not supposed to be moving. I put you in reverse. Alright. As I was trying to do... What? Is this thing broken? Greetings, Trade and QD. Hello, Rusty. How is this? Sorry, what? Hey, Farah, I think the EOT lantern is broken. Either that or it needs batteries. Like, does this thing need a recharge? Hope your Sunday and the stream have been treating you well. So far, so good. Although, for some reason, this lantern that I'm supposed to put on the back of the train is just not wanting to turn on. Yeah, very weird. It's like it's not wanting to bloody work. Light it with a lighter? Oh, cutie, you're a bloody genius. Why do I keep forgetting shit like that? That would help, wouldn't it? With this kind of lighter. At least... You know what? Oh, wait, I didn't even turn the bloody lighter on. Why was I just Lighter. I'm holding... Oh, wait. No, I did have the lighter on. Okay, so what am I doing? There we go. Okay, there. We finally got it. We're good, everybody. I was just kind of fumbling around over there. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. That's fucking Mambo. Well, that's why it was acting up. I put the reverser in forward. Anyway, Rusty, how have you been? How has your weekend been? Mine's been going pretty well. Oh, piss. I'm on the wrong fucking line. That's okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. We'll get to the buffers here, and then we'll reverse, and then we will go forward. Went and saw the Backrooms movie, resting up today. How was the Backrooms movie? I've been hearing nothing but good things about it so far. I really should actually watch that movie. Like, I'm not a Backrooms fanatic, but I can appreciate the aesthetic to it. Actually, what the hell am I doing? I could have just reversed from the word go. Alright. Oh, no. The movie was honestly really good, and that's coming from someone who doesn't watch horror. Alright. So on a scale of 1 to... No, I don't know. Saw or whatever, like, how much horror are we talking? Are we talking about like a gore fest, or are we talking more like the atmosphere being the main horror? More creepy in atmosphere and psychological horror. It doesn't have any gory moment. It does have gory moments here and there, but it leans more on the atmosphere. I'm growing more and more intrigued. Ooh, that was probably a wee bit too far, but we're here. This calls for the rarely used flashlight. Oh, no. Lantern. There we go. One job application. Oh, hey, welcome back, one job application. Me, when I was just now able to pay off my $30,000 copay to wipe my $340,000 dead fees. Holy shit. Well, congratulations on being to pay that off. I mean, holy hell. Yeah, the DV economy is rough right now. Pretty much every economy is rough right now. Like, it's bad news all around. Can't wait for the inflation mod. Whoops. I did the Steam interface again. Alright. This would probably be better if it were sunny, but I kinda see shite right now, so... Alright, I think this is the right way. It is rough. Wish we had another FDR minus the bad stuff that came with him. Honestly, a fucking slug would be able to run this country a little bit better. If only by a fucking margin. Polio? Is that one of the bad things that came with FDR? Polio and the Japanese internment camps. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Where's the wipers? So minus that bad stuff. Yes! Alrighty. Hopefully I've gotten the points right. Anyway, one job application, how has your weekend been? Well, aside from, you know, the obvious with the co-pay. Again, congratulations on that. Okay, I think we should be good. So far, I think we're good. Well, that really does not help. That really... Also... Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're actually good. Solve that glitch with that compass being stuck in inventory. Alright. So does money come faster when you have a DE6 license and military license? It certainly makes it a lot easier because the DE6 can take on a lot of cargo, especially when you have the DE6 slug, which is something that helps distribute the weight across the train a little bit better, so it makes it easier for the engine. And military license, especially when you upgrade to military 2, those are probably some of the most well-paying jobs that you can get. But the flip side of that is that you need to buy the licenses, and the licenses are so expensive. Like, Military 2 is probably like, I think $400 from what I remember. If not more. So, it is easy, but it takes a while to get there, is what I'm driving at. Oh no. Something's wrong with the brake pipe. By which you mean 400,000. Yes, 400,000 is what I meant. Why is the brake pipe going off? Oh, the caboose. Oh, the poor caboose has been squealing at me. Whoa! Shit. Okay. That was my bad. That was my bad. Okay, do this. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. This is a stupid thing I have done. Why have I done this? Oh, fuck. Taxi! Anyway. Now that that crisis is averted... Oh, yes, I forgot my radio back in the new shelter. Oh well. Anyway, our route is currently as thus. We are going to... Would it be better to cut through the coal mine than the forest? It would probably shave a few minutes off. Yeah. We will go... We'll go right at the next set of points. And seeing as how I don't take many jobs at the coal mines, it's probably set so that it's on the free line. So we should be golden. We are also going incredibly slow, though I think we're going up a hill. Maybe not incredibly slow, but slow nevertheless. Okay. Alright, we're doing okay. We're doing good. We're doing fine. This job's gonna go well. We're gonna get the parts for the S2A2 we found in that there ditch. Then we'll do a delivery run to get those parts. Then we'll see how much it will cost to repair that train. So let's see. While I'm thinking about that, we cross the machine factory off our list. There's still the iron mines that we would need to go to. Harbor in town can still potentially be hiding a train. Goods factory in town. No, we found the shunter there. There's also the oil, well, maybe the oil refinery, but I don't know 100% know about that. Here we go. They're fine. They're cool. They're okay. Kind of spooky looking. we need to see if I'm actually right about what I said earlier. Welcome back to where we found you, Meredith. Hope you don't have PTSD. Oh, well, that's just fucking dangerous. God damn, it's such a long line of flatbeds. Set of points. We need to ensure. Let's see. I need to go right. I need to go right twice, is what I'm seeing. Yeah. And then we blast through the steel mill, which seems to have yet another one of those things. I need to keep proper. Nah, I should have everything from the secret sheds that are scattered around the place. So it should be fine. Doing good. This is turning into a good session. We haven't even crashed yet. And yeah, I know, don't jinx it, but like honestly, I've been very proud of myself on these expeditions, these journeys. Like aside from a few minor fuck-ups that I've been able to quickly fix, everything's been going well. Should slow it down a bit. Also, I am loving this gadget. This switch center is doing great. Yep. For a moment, a paranoid thought entered my head when I was like, "Oh, there, half your train's suddenly gone. How did that happen, Trademark?" It's like, what are you talking about? "We shall take away your rails," said Sir Topham, "and leave you here until you're ready to come out of your tunnel. Something I don't like is that stop-action animation joke. I don't think... Something I don't... Oh, that's another George Carlin joke. Something I don't like is that stop-motion animation joke. Why don't they just can that shit? It's fake-looking and detracts from the story." Very ironic, honestly. Very meta, yeah. Honestly, when it comes to those... Okay. When it comes to those, clips of people editing in George Carlin's comedy bits over, Thomas the Tank Engine, I find the ones that fit the scene a little bit better. Like, yeah, that joke is very meta, but I feel like it doesn't fit. My favorite one, honestly, is the dub of, well, rather the edit of that time that Peter Sam got fucking nailed in the face by like 1,000 slate cars because Sir Handel pretended to be sick and left Peter Sam to do his job. And so it's like, after the accident, Peter Sam is brought home all banged up, his funnel crooked, like he looks like he went through hell, and Sir Handel is just like, I'm sorry about the cars, Peter Sam. Fuck you. Like, that's all they did. And then it's just dead silence. Then it's just dead silence. That's the most real fucking reaction that you can have. That's my favorite edit of that, editing George Carlin into Thomas bits. That's honestly my favorite. Right, we don't need to worry about that secret shed that's gonna pop up over here, because I'm pretty sure I already got it. Right, we need to go past the OWN, which is the oil well north. The signalman ran up. Hello, Thomas, he said. What are you doing here? I'm looking for an antique lamp sticking out of a clown's ass, said Thomas. That's more like it. That's more like it. We're going down a hill again. I need to watch George Carlin stuff again. Like, some of it is a little dated, but the rest of it is very universal, in my opinion. And kind of prophetic in a weird way. I should watch Carlin on Campus at the very least, because that's the first comedy special I ever saw him in. That was the one. I watched that at like 2 in the morning back at high school. I don't know why. I was just up. Just watching shit. And I was watching Comedy Central back when it was still kind of good. And then I saw George Carlin, and that shit was fucking hysterical. It's always funny when someone is told or reminded that George Carlin narrated Thomas the Tank Engine. Because, like, it's such a, like, yin and yang situation. James is driver and fireman. We're feeling him all over. Oh. Sorry, DJ. Is that directed at me or QD? Wasn't it the drummer from the Beatles? Well, yes and no. Ringo Starr did narrate the British dub, the English dub, for Thomas's home country of Britain. But when it was brought to the U.S., not only was the UK narrations brought over, but also they had an American narrator, and they brought in George Carlin. And amazingly, it wasn't like how do I put this? It wasn't like a, oh, my agent told me I should do this sort of thing. It was more like George wanted to kind of diversify himself. Like, let it be known that he was able to do more than be the raunchy comedian. And so he did it, and he had a lot of fun. Apparently they thought the Scouse accent was impenetrable when it was imported. I kind of call bull on that. Ringo's good as a narrator for Thomas, honestly. But George was my personal favorite because, like, if you want, like, calm and almost kind of monotone in a way, you go for Ringo. And I say monotone with all the love. Like, Ringo is good for comfort. But George brought his A game. Like, Ringo is reading a storybook to you at bedtime. Yes, exactly. George, meanwhile, he put in a lot of effort when he narrated Thomas. Like, you can tell he does different voices for different characters. Like, if you were to close your eyes and you didn't hear anyone's name, you could tell who was talking. Because you had Gordon, who was gruff and big and powerful. You had James, who was high and nasally. You had Thomas, who was kind of more neutral and calm. You had Percy, who was a little bit more high-pitched because he was kind of the younger kid of the group, and so on and so on and so forth. And there was so much diversity in his... he had a lot of range with his voices, and I always found that impressive. And every other narrator who took over for him in America, at the very least, they were doomed. Like, Alec Baldwin, or at least whichever one of the Baldwins took over for George, he tried his best. Although, I will admit, Baldwin's crowning achievement when he did the narration was he made James the most effeminate sounding engine on the island. I'll show them, James thought. They think Gordon is the only engine who can pull coaches. Fuck them. But yeah, no, if you're ever curious, look that shit up. Look up George Carlin narrates Thomas the Tank Engine, and you'll find it. Like, there's definitely clips of it on YouTube. He will hands down always be my favorite of the narrators / Mr. Conductors. Just blown Faramix's mind with that information. Hey, do you know George Carlin narrated Thomas? He what? You seem like you'd be good to narrate it? Oh, maybe. I mean... maybe I'd be good at it. Maybe. I do still have the book with all the original stories written by the Reverend W. Audrey. What if... Actually, real talk? If and when I ever have a kid with my lovely partner, I would want to read that book to them. I would want to read that book to that child, and I want to give it my all like George did. That's the way I would narrate those stories. I would love to do that. You know, pass the torch, as it were. Sorry, got a little reel there. Let's see. We need to go left. Spinner Tornado 94! What is up indeed? Well, we are currently doing a job and talking Thomas the Tank Engine and all of their narrators. How are you doing tonight? Man, we are... This is much... We're getting a lot more people tonight than usual. This is a good night. Good. I wonder if Derail Valley would make a good drama series. Maybe? Who knows? Pitch that idea to me, Fair. Pitch that idea. Derail Valley as a drama series. As long as it's not like reality TV drama. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days. Just got back from Philadelphia. Went to see 4014 on the RNN. You might need to elaborate that one. 401. The big... Oh! Oh! Sorry, now I understand. That's the big engine. I had a feeling that was railway lingo. But that is like a big engine. God damn it, QT. Sorry, I need to check this. God damn it. Don't mind QD, he's quoting George Carlin narrates Thomas the Tank Engine skits. Yeah, the big lad, the large lad. I'm gonna look him up on my phone. Train 4014. Oh yeah, the Union Pacific Big Boy 4014. Yeah, that's a huge sumbitch. Holy shit! Whoa! Crap! Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Oh, I jinxed myself. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Okay. And this is why we don't Google and train. Yeah, crazy event. It was going through reading and northern trackage, and they brought out their own large steam engine to run alongside Big Boy on the double track portion. Wow. This will be expensive. Oh, okay, that fixes it. Yeah, I'm not gonna re-rail all that shit. I'm just gonna go back in time. Okay. And we're back. How far are we? Not that far. Okay. Hang on. Good. Oh. There we go. Alright. Back to it. Well, yeah, I am jealous of that spinner. Congratulations, getting to see the big boy at work. It's like seeing the train equivalent of a unicorn. You have finished your delivery. Hey, what a coincidence. I will soon as well. with absolutely no problems. 448 tons of bees delivered to military base. Now, when you say bees, do you mean, like, is that code for something, or are you actually talking about, like, tankers full of live bees? What the fuck? Why does a military base need tankers full of live bees? Oh, you play with mods. Mods get weird. Okay. Okay. Alright, back to Spinner. It was a little rough. One of the passenger trains going out to meet the big boy derailed. Yeesh. And readings... Sorry, I'm gonna be so much more cautious of this shit now. And Reading's own steam train ran out of coal and coughed out at some point. Yikes. Been there, done that. Okay. Sorry, I'm still stuck on Faramix with the delivery of bees. Like, holy shit. Like, I know it's a mod, but can you, like, visualize that? Private, sending an order for 10 tanker trucks full of live bees. Sir, why do we need tankers full of live bees? We're making we're making biological weapons, boy. The enemy will never suspect that we have bees on our side. Why are the bees in a rail car made for liquid? Disguise. The enemy will never suspect that we're transporting live bees to our base in order to make this new weapon. We must make this train look as mundane as possible. Oh, God. Right. They'd fall off a flatbed. True. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like... What's the fucking, like, logistics of this whole operation? Alright, D2I is where we're going. Alright, good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, for those who haven't been in the stream as of late. They got googly eyes. And also, we have named this train the Meredith 3. It was a suggestion from Fairmix. Anyway, let's complete this. Hang on. Sorry, I just remembered something. Swear to God. Okay, good. The line's clear. I was gonna have such a fucking conniption fit. Okay. I guess the tankers are more secure than boxcars. If they need to be transported to a military base, I don't want to test my luck accidentally releasing a few. See? What we're gonna do, Private, is we're gonna send some men out in beekeeper's garb. We're going to have them take the beehives. And we're going to have these men just throw them into the tanker trucks. Sir, that sounds incredibly reckless, if not completely dangerous. Nonsense. It'll be perfectly fine. That being said, we're also going to need a lot of we're going to also need a lot of shit. We're going to need a shit ton of EpiPens, just in case any of these men have injuries. Injuries? Allergies. Jesus. How exactly are we going to use this as a biological weapon, sir? You ever seen the game BioShock, Private? Genetically modified. One sting causes cardiac arrest within 2 minutes. Write that down, Private. That individual is thinking with his head. Right, where are we? That's a fun, fantastic thing to say after running this game for a while. Let's see. Harbor, goods factory, forest farm. Food factory and town. That's the one we're at. Okay. First and foremost. And yes, I did put a caboose on this train. I just felt it would complete the image a little bit more. Jesus. There we go. Right. Let's shut her down, lads. How did you get to see the big boy? In the videos I saw, people had waited for hours. You had a rental, so you followed it. Ah. I wish we had more train things going on here in Florida. Or at least stuff that, I actually had knowledge of. And stuff that was more local, honestly. Where's that bloody thing? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, fuel cutoff. That's what I'm looking for. God, I'm so stupid sometimes. Alright, let's send them all away. Bumping down the tracks in a rental car. Magic. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright, where is the station office? Is that it? Nope, that's just a building. There it is. Other people had the same idea, so I took the long way around. Yeah. There we go. Hello, I would like to say that we had absolutely no problems and totally didn't derail. Totally didn't. Thank you for the 62,000. Alrighty. Well, we're here. Let's take a look and see if we can find any... Thank you. While we're here, let's see if we can check off... Let's see if there are any scrap trains here. Well, scrap train singular. Because there's only one left, to my knowledge. That's already one candidate out. By D1L behind the scrap oh, D1L. Okay. So this line is D1L, I believe. Yes. Yes, D1L, and there's scrap on this line. Nope. By station. Where did you find the S2A2? I found that at City West in a ditch. By the east exit. Station. Obviously, it wouldn't fit in there. I think this is where I found the S282, as I probably said before. Down by the watery bit? Yeah, like full on in the ditch. Like full on in the water. Between buildings west of Sea Yard. Oh, by local spawn, by station, and then between buildings west of Sea Yard. Alright. So... okay. So that there is another spot. And between buildings near the Sea Yard. So between here would be where it would be. So this place is clean. This place has no scrap engines. Alright. Oh yeah. I also wanted to check out the shop while I was here, before I head back and order the parts. A3. Limit reached. Limit reached? What does that mean? Really? I can't buy another cassette? You already bought it? Oh, yeah, that's another possibility. I've bought so many cassettes that I probably don't even know where the hell... I probably don't know what the hell I have. Hey, googly eyes. Shovel mount. Nothing here that's of interest aside from the googly eyes. Yeah, nothing really interesting. Alright, let's head back to City South. You already have it. Yeah. Okay. Brain stopped for a second. City South. Excuse me. I think when I was new to this game, I did not know flashlights could recharge, so I was buying them at 7K a go and binning them when they stopped working. Yeah, on that note, I should probably invest in a recharge station soon. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna... Alright, let's take a look. Fuel's still looking good. Alright. Now we have oodles and schmoodles of money. Alright. Okay. To the machine factory. Now remember, trademark, so that just so we don't have a bloody hat trick on our hands, let's remember to turn the turntable in the right direction when you get back, so that we don't have a third incident where you're running around with a rail car and you accidentally derail because you were stupid. Okay, trademark, let's try to remember that this time. Alright. Utility rail vehicle. Perfect. Okay. Load them up. Oof. Just a bunch of wheels as well as a lot of other parts. Well, oh, it's a side rod. Nice. Alright. Okay. Let's start her up. Okay. He screamed straight through the station and disappeared. Oh, sorry. He screamed straight through the station and disappeared. Whoa! Holy shit! Look at that maniac go! Said Edward. Right, where are the lights on this bloody thing? There we go. Now I can see. No, I don't need the wipers on. Okay. We are in forward. We are in first gear. Whoop, we're moving already. Let's go. All right. This will probably be the last bit of work we do for today. Well, aside from actually, well, $70,000 should be able to cover the repairs for the S282, no? I think so. I think it should be good. So we'll do that. We'll get the S282 in position. We'll do the repairs. And definitely do want to sand that engine. Also, just to double check. Let's take a look at the livery catalog. There you are. And the standard DVRT is just a black color scheme. I would prefer the blue. The blue definitely looks so much nicer. I definitely can't afford to repaint the entire engine, especially after the repairs. Well, I say that now, but it probably won't be that bad with actually doing the repairs. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Whoops. Keep going the way we're going, we should be fine. Although, maybe to make things interesting, we'll go left and then right, and then cut through the Forest Central.
make some modifications here and there.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Spice things up a little. Yep. All according to plan. Fuel's still good, oil's still good. Speed's still good. Should have remembered to look for my boombox back at the station when it was irritating. Also, I should remember to put another switch setter, like right here, so that I can switch the things with it. Speed's still good. I think we're at the max speed we can go in this gear, which is fine. go. Interesting. Seems to be something familiar to FRC. I'll have to investigate FRC once we get there. Oh shit. I'm supposed to be going 30 kilometers an hour. Oh. They're just pointing out that this thing's going to be here. Weird of them to do that, but alright. Oh my god. George Carlin, Thomas Dubs. The new engine arrived. What's your name? Asked the Topping Hat. Ball Sniffer. That is probably one of my favorite stories, though. The one about Duck the Great Western Engine. Slightly cocky engine who was kind of brought back down to earth because of the machinations of a devious diesel. Because the Reverend W. Audrey hated diesels. He hated that England was going through the modernization / dieselization of the railways. Excuse me a second. God. He wrote most of his stories revolving around diesels in a very negative light. Like, he did not like diesels. Although the series did kind of lighten up and had some diesels that weren't dickheads on the railway. And that's kind of where some of my earlier mentality on diesels kind of came from regarding trains. But, you know, steam engines are, like, romantic in a way. But diesels are a little bit more, efficient. Lighten up, Vicar, Jesus. Yeah. He was very stuck up in his ways about diesels and steam engines. He was very much like, the old ways were better, we don't need to do new things. It's just like, okay, but unfortunately society doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, technology needs to evolve, good sir. Like, I know the steam engines look cool, the steam engines look nice, but for one thing, diesels can look nice too. And, well, again, they're unfortunately a lot more efficient than... What the fuck was that noise? Oh, that might be something going on outside my room. I thought for a minute there was like... It sounded like something horrible was happening. Did anyone else hear that, or am I going crazy? Well, aside from that... Okay, it might have been just the fact that my family was vacuuming outside. It might have been that. Something might have just bumped up against something. Whew. I thought for a minute the train was going to derail again, and I was going to be like, shit! Okay, okay. Oh, man. Truth be told, the noises out there spooked me more than the goat. Or sheep, whatever was screaming. Okay. Alright, we want to go left. But yeah, no. Definitely when his son took over the franchise. When he wrote more stories about that. Diesels became more welcome on the island of Silver. Like, it was sad to see that Gordon was pretty much made to retire his favorite job. But, you know, he retired with dignity and grace, eventually. Like, he could admit that, you know, the new kid on the block could get the job done. FM, that's the farm, yes. Let's do another quick search. Unless I've already been here. No, I would definitely remember being here if the S2 or S060 was out. Okay. Farm, yes. This is farm. FM, farm. Thomas is such a difficult loco to drive. Those tiny-ass yellow rim portholes on the front of the cabin that give the driver a view of mostly sky and the end of the boiler and nothing else. I take it you had some experience with that either in a mod for Derail Valley or for the recently released Thomas driving simulator. Right, by the silos. That's part 1. So, no train there. And that's it. No train at the farm, let's get moving. Yeah, you had the DLC on for this. You had the add-on DLC for the TSW6. Wow. I should look up the DLC on the mods for this game. I feel like they would add some spice to this game. I would definitely like to see the bloody weird-ass trains that you have with the goddamn military. The only way to drive Thomas is to hang out the side. Whoa. Oh, that's awful. That is the worst. On top of everything else you have to do to drive a steam train, you gotta hang out the side? Jesus. That sounds like a nightmare. You know what mod I would like to see, though? More for the novelty of it than, like, I know that this mod would not be efficient at all. But I would like to see a tram engine. Either in this game or the Wonders of Sodor. What's the button for leaning out the side in this game? E. It's E and Q. Yes, that's where we want to go. Should slow down a little bit. Actually, no, we're good. No worries. Oh. Gee, we're losing speed. I wonder why. It can't be because of the brake. I turned the brake off, right? Dumbass. Let's see. Alright. We need to go left twice and then right at the next 3 sets of points. But yeah, like I'm saying, I would like to see a tram engine in either this game, or I would like to see Toby in the Wonders of Sodor. Actually, there's a lot of characters I would like to see in the Wonders of Sodor. Because, like, it looks like they have set up a lot to work with. Like, there's hints of the narrow gauge railroad, which is probably my favorite railroad because I feel like it has such a great set of characters. The Skarloey Railway is always fun, based on the real life Taliclin Railroad. That's another thing I really like about Thomas, is that it's like semi-historically accurate. Like, almost all of the trains... Sounds Welsh? I think it might be Welsh. But yeah, most, if not all of the engines on Sodor, they're all real trains. At least most of them are modeled after real trains. But the Skarloey Railway is directly based off the Taliclin Railway. Like, Skarloey is Taliclin. Let's see. I don't remember the names of the others, but most of the engines on the Taliclin Railway are 1-to-1 with the members of the Skarloey Railway. I think yeah, no, I love the narrow gauge engines. I find it so quaint that, like, we have these big, like, steel giants running on the railroad, and then there's this tiny railroad with all these little engines that are doing the little jobs. And then there's even smaller engines on a smaller railway that are doing even smaller jobs. I find that concept so interesting. Good, the points are right. Quite literally right. I still want to go on the scale. Like, like we go from narrow gauge to standard gauge to what? Mega gauge? Just get big monster diesel trains that just thunder down the rails. Trains that are as big as buildings. Well, bigger than buildings. That would be cool, but it would also, I feel, be very impractical. Right, we'll just be blasting through the coal mine, just like we did before. Then we'll be in City South again. And I will still remember to turn the turntable to the correct way. I wonder what would happen if I left this train going at 30 kilometers an hour and then went for the station. Brunel had one that was 7 feet and a quarter inch. I'll need to look that up. Brunel, you say? The Isambard Kingdom Brunel? Oh, this is the name of an engineer. This is probably not the same name. Oh, that's him? Oh, okay. Says here he was a maritime engineer. So, the first engineer of the Great Western Railway. He was responsible for the design and construction of its London-Bristol main line. Sorry, I need to pay attention. I'll have to find that engine once we get past this station. He did everything. Boats, rails, bridges, roads, buildings, even parts of cities. Wow. So he was the Industrial Revolution in Britain. We're getting a history lesson here, boys and girls. Make sure these points are good. Left. Yes, left. Railway career. Paddington Station. So there's probably a station. Points are going up. Alright, good. Points are set. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if I can find this training name. Ah! Broad gauge. Huh. So there is a gauge beyond standard. He wanted the huge 7-foot wide rails so the trains could carry more weight and be more stable at greater speed, even if they were also taller. But the economy said that making a train that longer and slower was good enough. Interesting. Ah, there it is. Brunel's decision was to use a wider gauge was controversial. His chosen gauge was 7 foot 1/4 of an inch, which he believed would allow the first period running at high speed. He's found that the broader gauge was better for speed and comfort, but was less economical than low, narrow, or standard gauge engines. Almost all of the British railways to date had used standard gauge, yet Brunel said that this was nothing more than a carryover from the mine railways that George Stephenson had worked on prior to his construction of the world's first passenger railway. Brunel also argued that the wider gauge allowed for larger goods wagons and thus greater freight capacity. Interesting. So he was pretty much ahead of his time. A replica of the North Star. That must be his engine. Great Western Railway Star Class 222 broad gauge steam locomotives. Interesting. And this is the North Star. Fascinating. North Star and Morning Star. It's nice to see that at least one of these engines was preserved for history's sake. Very fascinating. Would have been interesting to have seen more broad gauge engines in the world, but yeah, unfortunately, I can see why the economy would put a halt on those plans to make those engines. But I can also see Brunel's point about the standard gauge being a leftover from the mining days, because like standard gauge is what mine carts use when they're sent down the mine shaft. Yes. So I can see how like building the broad gauge railways would have been a pain in the ass as opposed to just keeping the standard gauge. Not to mention, again, it wouldn't have been economic for the time. The more you know. Also, just a quick, just another quick point that I couldn't help but notice when I was reading up on him. Let's see. Where did I see that part? Oh yeah. Like when the Great Western Railway was built, and he was named the lines engineer, which basically meant that he was, the boss. He hired a team of assistants and also made a mobile office out of a britska. A britska is more or less a horse-drawn carriage. It's just basically just a kind of like, how the fuck do I describe this? Carriage had 4 wheels, a long body with 2 seats, and a folding hood over the rear seat. He basically made an office out of a mobile home, like 1830s era mobile home, and they called it the Flying Hearse. What a name for your office. The Flying Hearse. And like the fucking Flying Hearse had a bed and everything in it. Like the guy was literally camping out in his office. city south. For a minute, I did not recognize that station. There better not be anything in front of me that just spawned out of nowhere. I swear to God. That will be terrifying because I can't even fucking see shite. Alright, good. Nothing spawned in. Well, nothing on this line. Beautiful. That is reverse, yeah. Okay, good. Now, before I forget... There. We're not gonna do this stupid shit again. Not a third time. Man, though. Bloody Brunel. That is an interesting topic. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, good. Okay. Alrighty. That's fine. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing fine. We'll get these parts in, pay the men to install them, then we'll... You seem to have quickly grasped the concept of Brunel when you said Brunel was the Industrial Revolution and he was ahead of his time. Yeah, I had that feeling. Like, I mean, a man with that resume, I literally looked at his wiki and it was just like, hot damn, he did absolutely everything. I mean, you said to him, you said it yourself, he did everything. Like, holy shit. It's time to break right about... Oh. Nailed it. All right. That went better than expected. All right. Fuel cut off on the other side. All right. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. There. Right where you belong. And while we're here... Now everyone's where they're meant to be. Alright, it's probably $10,000 to put the parts in. Yep. Alright. Alright, just push it a little bit more. Perfect. And now... Perfect. And there's me radio. Hey, there we go. Okay. Electrics. Really help to start it. Alright, buddy, let's get you in. Reach, you fool. There's one, man. All right. Bruce. I think Bruce might be a good name for him. The little shunter here. I don't know why. Sounds like a sturdy name, don't you think? Alright, let's check. Two more. Does S282... Whoop. Give me a sec so I can get this. Good eye, Bruce. Does the S282 require extra paint can for the tender? You know, that might be a possibility. So, the S282 might not get repainted tonight. I mean, the only way to find out would be to buy a can of sand to see if that would only affect the front or the tender. So we'll have to find out. There's also the fact that I gotta fill this thing's water tank and tender. So I need to think that too. Your name's not Bruce then? No, it's Michael. That's gonna cause some confusion. Alright, right. Let's see. Alright. You have the money for this. I mean, we have 60,000, I assume. 63,000. Let's find out. It is definitely going to hit me a bit, but it'll be significantly less than repairing a diesel. Right. And since we don't need diesel or that, LO47. Ah, dude. C216. Oh, I understand. Okay, so that paint thing you brought up earlier might be a factor. Okay. So, this does count as two entities. We have the engine and the tender. Okay, I understand. I was like, man, there's 3 entities. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is LO61, which is this. We don't need to worry about it. Although it is technically in range, which is fucking weird. This is LO47, which is this engine here. And the other one is the tender. So, 53,000. So the engine is repaired. On the other side, we have... Oh! Never mind, it repaired the tender as well. So we're good. We're good on all fronts. Okay. We are a little bit broke again. But hey. Now I have a little bit more hope that repainting this thing won't be too much of a headache. Let's disconnect you. Just wheels and body on the tender? Huh. Now it's not registering that there's 3 entities. Now it's just the 2. That is weird. Okay, let's rehook you up. Because you... Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So, let's see how much these would cost. So we have 10,000 in pocket right now. With these repairs... Yeah, we definitely need to make more money. Okay. So, we'll worry about that later. We're gonna need to do a big job in order to get more money, which is fine. So close, though? Yeah, so close. But at least, hey, we got the majority of the job done with the engine here. Okay. At least now I understand how this thing registered 3 entities. Oh, yeah, good. Alright. Now, like I was saying, I guess retract retract what I meant about the whole painting thing. I get the feeling, once again, we're back to, oh, this thing counts as 2 entities, so we're going to need to do, like, twice the painting, which is going to be a pain. But, hey, it'll be worth it in the end. So, I think with all that said, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Oh, now, once again, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming again throughout the week because I'm got to get up at the ass crack of dawn, which means I'm going to have to go to bed a lot earlier. So no nighttime streams, unfortunately, that I know of. I'll see what I can do. I'll keep you all updated on Blue Sky, which, of course, is where you can get all of my updates if you want to keep up to date on what's going on with me. If you want to watch the VODs, go to YouTube. And if you want to watch the live streams while they're actually live, come here to Twitch. All under the name Trademark56. Thank you to everyone who has been watching here in the present and anyone who will be watching in the future. All right, let's take a look. I want to see who is streaming tonight so that I can... Well, first of all, let's actually save the game. There we go. Okay, who is here? Who is live streaming tonight? Mm-hmm. Ooh, that might be a good idea. Fuck it. I can't resist. All right. I think I might send y'all to... Let's see. How do I bloody spell that name? Let's see if I got that spelled right. Yes. Yes, I do. Let's see if he accepts. Yes. All right. I'm going to send y'all on your way to Smitty. Looks like they're playing Mecha Chameleon, which is a fantastic looking new version of Prop Hunt. Y'all are going to have fun with that. Once again, if you want updates, go to Blue Sky. If you want to watch the VODs, go to YouTube. If you want to watch live streams, follow me here on Twitch. All right. Thank you all to everyone who's been watching, and I will see you all later. Have a fantastic night, folks.